Hey, it's Dr. Fred. Hey, I'm going to talk to you about a principle today that will definitely change my life. And this comes out of boot camp too for chiropractors, mindset mastery boot camps. And this is truly a self-empowerment tool that makes all the difference in your life. And the reason I'm talking to you about it today is because this is what I'm going to do. See, I look at what are the challenges I'd like to overcome in my life, and then I talk to you about it for you guys because, hey, you can't master it until you teach it, right? So I don't claim to be anything great or anything better or different than anybody else. We're all the same. We're all children of God. We're all here to fulfill a purpose. And if we can learn how to move from our mind and our humanity into our heart and our divinity, man, we can create heaven on earth. And that's really what the most important thing is, to do that together. So what are we going to talk about today? Do you know the true power of your mind? Man, we have such a powerful mind, and we know all about the law of attraction. And if you watch The Secret, and when thoughts become things, and what you think about comes about, and we know creative visualization and meditation, and we know all that stuff. And that's still relatively on a small level compared to this next concept. And that concept is your mind is the most powerful when you make a decision. When you make a decision, in other words, you make a must decision. That's when all the shoulds go out the window. And the truth is, a decision happens in a moment. This is from Tony Robbins. A decision happens in a moment. It may take you 20 years to get to that moment, but when you make a decision and it is done, and you, in a sense, burn the boats. A decision is truly burning the boats. What's that mean? It's like when George Washington crossed the river, they burned the boat. So we have to fight and win. There's no going back. So when you make that decision with unwavering conviction, and there's no going back, guess what happens? This is a quote from Ralph Waldo Emerson. I'm going to read it here. Once you make a decision, the universe conspires to make it happen. So what's the power of our mind? We make a decision. This is what I'm going to do. This is what's going to happen. And I know why I'm going to do it. Well, why do most people make a decision? Well, they're tired of suffering. They decide, I'm done. I don't want to be like this anymore. I don't want this in my life anymore. They make a pleasure decision that's going to give them everything they want, and they jump in with both feet, kind of like getting married or getting engaged or, having a child, although that can be a little nerve-wracking, right? But, once you see that baby, man, you are in. There's no going back, right? So these are all must decisions that we've all made in our lives. And once you burn the boats, your conviction, you engage your mind, you engage your heart, you engage your spirit. Why does the universe conspire to make it happen? Because we are spirits first. We're spirits living in a human body, having a human experience. So we have the authority and power. We are created in the likeness and image of God. We have that power. We have the authority. And when you have authority, authority gives you power. That's like a cop. A cop, a policeman or woman, is given authority by the law. And by the law, they can enforce action. You are the same. You are a spiritual being. We're connected to the universe. God is within us. We're created as likeness and image. So when your mind, you make a decision and you're convicted with your heart, not just a decision or mind, you're convicted with your heart that influences your mind, the whole universe makes things happen. And we've all done this before. We're like, this is it. I'm done. All of a sudden, somebody calls, things happen, doors open, opportunities come in. Why am I going through this today? A, because I have some decisions that need to be must decisions. They've been should decisions. And here's the thing. We've all made must decisions. Not all of them have worked out. Okay. And maybe that gives us pain, but it's the should decisions. It's those things. Those aren't decisions. It's the shoulds on the things we know we should do, but we didn't want to do, of why we have suffering. The shoulds are why we have regret. The shoulds are why we have suffering. Now, here's the thing. You think I should do this or I need to do this, but guess what? That's not how human behavior works. Human behavior is about what you need to do. Human behavior is about what you want to do. You do what you want, you don't do what you need. Because we might be living a very different life if we did what we needed. Now, if what we need is what we want, then we do it all the time. If there's something you really need to do, but you don't want to do it, then you better change your perspective and learn how to want it, learn how to be in joy, learn how to move from your mind into your heart. And then all of a sudden, that must decision is easy. And so that's it. Once you decide, and it's a must decision, you burn the boats in your mind, you move with 100% conviction, the whole universe comes in, and the whole universe conspires to give you exactly what you want. Why is this important? First of all, chiropractors, you have a purpose. We have a message and a mission that the world is begging for inside healthcare right now. You know, there's all kinds of rallies going on. I just saw in New York and Times Square, Bruce Springsteen is doing this multiple date concert, but people have to be vaccinated to go. So of course there's a big rally. What's that about? Right? So there's things happening in the world that's taking away our freedoms, taking away our rights. We have an inside out message, and you are here in this time to give that message to humanity. For anybody else, we're here for a sole purpose. You know what your purpose is. You know what you're here. You know what you need to do versus what you want to do versus a should decision and a must decision. And I'm encouraging you to make a must decision. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to make 3 must decisions today. Must decisions towards you are more powerful. Must decisions towards all chiropractic coaching. And we have the boot camps coming up, and must decisions in my personal life. So if I make must decisions in those 3 areas, the whole world is going to change. So that's my commitment. What's your commitment? Here's really who you are. You can have anything you want, when you want it, right? You can have everything you want, when you want it, if you want it bad enough. If you want it bad enough, you make shit happen. And you already know that. When we want something bad enough, man, we make that must decision, all kinds of strategies and innovations, and the universe conspires to let us have it. So let's look at our life. I'm making 3 must decisions in 3 areas of my life. What areas do you need to make a must decision? Decide why you want it. Maybe you don't want it, and that's okay, but decide, then find something you do want, make a must decision, be convicted, take action, be in joy. Thank God that the whole universe is bringing into action, and let's do something great. All right. Love you guys. Take care.